Hello and welcome to this new video. Yes, the title of this video is not a clickbait because I really had AI to attempt all the challenges of Excel World Championship 2025, so all the Road to Las Vegas battles, and I decided to invest my whole weekend to build this test and compute the results that I will show into this benchmark. So the purpose of this video is to show some data on which we can all reflect all together, and I will share, of course, some personal opinions about AI and its usage. If you're interested in, let's say, more philosophical and principle-based discussions on the use of AI, I suggest you check out the latest videos we had on this topic in the launch. I will leave the videos in the video description. Having said that, let's go straight into the presentation that I put together. So yes, I tested the AI usage for the World 2025 season. Some generally info and guidelines. So with AI, of course, I mean LLMs with strong reasoning capabilities. I use the Gemini 2.5 Pro for this test. All attempts are first shot only, so I didn't have any second attempt or try to optimize the prompt or the response of the LLM, none of this thing. And all attempts have been timed against the 30 minutes time allocation rule of the official championship. So and spoiler, I had AI to solve much quicker than that, so I had also time to run some additional formulas and increase the score of AI. And this leads us to a couple of definitions that we will use during the presentation. I've divided the attempts in two categories. The pure AI attempt allows only the usage of formulas which are fully developed by AI, so no human intervention is allowed except to fix some syntax issues. What does it mean? It means that if AI gives you a non-working formula with an error, or basically the formula does not work, or it gives a nonsensical response, you're allowed to fix it, but without touching the logic. And the AI+Human instead allows for fixing of AI developed formulas in terms of the logic of the formula. And also pure human developed formulas are allowed as long as you can build them into the 30 minutes time allocation. So you can basically solve partially the case with the pure AI, and if you have time left, you can do that manually to increase the scores, as I was saying before. In terms of process, all the prompts, with all of them, I try to create single formulas to solve the entirety of one level, one question. So I basically add one formula for each of the levels and the bonus questions. In terms of bonus questions, I think I didn't have an efficient prompt, and so I had a lot of issues with those. So my reflections will be more focused on the proper levels of the challenges. At this stage, I don't want to disclose the full methodology I've used because I don't want to, let's say, incentivize other people to utilize this approach in official competition. And I want to also remark that I never used AI in any kind of competition so far. Okay, so I think this is the moment that every one of us was waiting for. Here you can see basically all the 6 battles we had so far in this season. And for each battle, I decided to show 4 metrics. The first one is the top score, so the score basically of the person who won the battle. I decided to show the top 10 score, so the score that was achieved by the 10th person ranked in that particular battle. Same thing for the top 32 score, and finally the average score, also checked for the median one, but actually there was not such a great difference, so less is more, so let's show only 4 KPIs. Couple of comments before showing the results of AI. You can see that battle 1 had the lowest average score. It was We're Not in Kansas Anymore by Harry Gross, so for sure on the difficult side of things. And there was quite a difference between the top 10 score, for example, and the top score, which is not a full 1250, but very close to that. Battle 2, we had the whodunit case by Harry Watson. Quite medium to difficult case, probably. You can see the average score is a bit higher, and also the top 10 and top 32 scores were quite close to each other, with the top score being again not a full 1250. Then we had Battle 3, which is I'm Just Wild About Harry by Harry Siders. You can see the average score was again quite low, and also the top 10 and top 32 were quite comparable to Battle 1 actually. Top score, which was way lower, the lowest one of the world benchmark, so that's quite interesting. Battle 4 was the Formula Bar and Grill by Brian Wright. Easier case, probably. Top score being again not a 1250. Top 10 and 32 were quite high. In particular, top 10 was above the 1000 benchmark. Well, this is true for every, just case 3 and case 1 are below the 1000 mark. And Battle 5 was A Bit of Music by Julien Lacazette. Almost perfect score in terms of the winner of the battle. Top 10 and top 32 above the 1000 benchmark, and the average score was one of the highest of the season. And then we have the last one, which is the Collecting Scars by Benjamin Weber, probably the easiest of the whole season. You can see that clearly by the average score, and top score and top 10 were actually a full 1250, so with the full score you would have potentially scored position 10 depending on time. And top 32 score was above 1100, which is probably one of the highest of the entire World Championship of Excel that I can remember. Okay, without further ado, it's time to show the results of AI. Let's start with the pure AI, and that's the result. So you can see quite a decent scoring, because in Battle 1 we had 600 points-ish, which would have placed the pure AI attempt in 23rd position, so better than a top 32 score, but quite distant from, let's say, the full score, and also the top 10 not so distant, miles away from the top score. Battle 2, you can see an increase, so it was a bit easier case related to not cryptography, but potentially similar to that, probably a field in which AI is performing very well. You can see that despite the higher score, so 940, it would have ranked 33rd, so very, very close to the top 32. But again, miles away from the average score, for example, which was considerably lower. Battle 3 is the worst of all the battle rankings for the pure AI benchmark. You can see a 47th place, 554 points. Actually not that bad, because it's still close to a top 32 player. I think the reason might be into the variety of questions that we had into Battle 3. So those are testing basically AI on different subjects and fields. This actually proved to be not so good for AI. But I will show actually level by level which was the performance in the next slide. Battle 4, we can see a sharp increase in results, actually above the 1000 mark, so was also scoring some bonus questions. That is also true for the previous one, to be honest. Very close to a top 10 score. I remember that this is pure AI alone, so no human intervention whatsoever. Very close also to the top score, and so this is quite a scary benchmark. Battle 5 actually is again above the 1000 point mark, comparable to a top 32 score. this was again quite an easy case, and you can see that in that scenario the AI performs really well. And finally, the last one, you can see that the pure AI would have scored 1090. So actually a very good score, but considering the easiness of the battle, that would have placed AI outside of the top 32. But again, if you compare the AI benchmark against the average score, you can see is considerably higher than the entire field. And consider also that I'm probably not very good at the use of AI. It has been a couple of days that I started to use it intensively to run this benchmark. There are for sure room for optimization into the prompting, into the process, for the bonus questions. So I will not consider those as gold standard benchmarks for the pure AI usage, because there will probably be people out there better than me at its use. But now the AI+Human, and that is on purpose to put AI before human, because again, this was a performance mainly driven by AI, in which the human intervention is only to fix AI issues, or if there is time left to build additional formulas to solve the remaining levels. And let's see how it went. So here it is. You can see that we're talking about top level performance, long story short. So battle 1, you can see a huge increase into the score, skyrocketing, basically a 2x score compared to the pure AI benchmark, almost. That would have put AI+Human in second position. In battle 2, which had already a decent result in terms of pure AI, the increase is smaller, but sufficient to put AI+Human exactly into the 10th position, 9th position in this case, in the top 10. Battle 3, you can see again basically a 2x improvement, because we're going way beyond the top 10, in second position, very close to the top score. And same for battle 4, so the increase is small, but in terms of ranking, that would have put AI+Human in third position. And finally, battle 5 and battle 6 would have put AI in first position with a full score in both of them, with the human assistance, clearly beating every human benchmark. Again, as a reminder, we're talking about probably sub 10 minutes / sub 15 minutes solved for the pure AI benchmarks, so there is plenty of time to fix the errors and also complement with additional formulas for the remaining levels. And I already hear some potential, let's say, arguments here, like okay, Lorenzo, you're probably quite good at this, so you should compare this with the AI plus a person which is not capable of solving those Excel challenges. Maybe, because I don't think that my intervention was so, let's say, impactful, because simply when I had time to intervene, it was either through lambdas, which already has in terms of the regular field of competitors, or surprisingly, AI was wrong in the early levels of the competition as opposed to the harder levels. So this was quite surprising, and probably also explainable by bad prompting from my point of view, but that will just increase the blue benchmark, so the pure AI. So and you can see it quite well from this slide, because this is breakdown of the pure AI attempts only, without any optimization or multiple trials, for each single battle and for the 7 levels of the regular case. You can see that in battle 1, basically AI failed at the merge cells components. So if you remember that battle, you had the first 3 levels which had normal cell map, so to speak, and level 4 to 6 with the map with merge cells. In that case, AI was not so good, but probably This is also due to bad prompting from my side, and those levels were not so difficult. And also, I wanna underline that I didn't add any additional levels solved compared to the levels I originally solved into the case. So, for example, in Battle 2 Whodunit, I didn't do level 7, and I didn't improve level 7 scoring of AI in the benchmark of AI plus human intervention, just to be clear. So Battle 2 probably is explainable because level 7 of Whodunit had a very convoluted level structure, so it had not a clear, let's say, relationship between the input data and the answers and the additional data provided for the level, and multiple tables to be used in, let's say, in a complex way. So again, it was quite an hard level 7, but you can see it failed at level 2, which was, if I remember correctly, translating from Unicode to Unicar. So it's, I mean, a basic thing that everyone can do in the competition. Same for level 3, so it surprisingly failed at level 1 and level 2 of I'm Just Worried About Harry, which were the apple counting of level 1 and the safe lock combination of level 2, which were two extremely easy levels that I'm sure everyone in the field can solve. And we had also level 7 not solved because that was the map with allowed and non-allowed movements, which was quite a hard level 7 again, but we have lambda for that. So, I mean, this is easily something you can tackle in conjunction with AI, and probably also bad prompting, because I'm quite sure that AI can code a Dijkstra or whatever algorithm to find the optimal route between point A and point B with constraints. Level 4, Formula Bar and Grill, it failed at the levels that wanted to compute the revenues with discounts, so there were a bit of mixed rules in those, but again, were quite easy levels. And it got 100% of level 7 first shot, which was the order sequencing level, which was everything except an easy one. And going back to Battle 1, again, the Battle 1 level 7 was the calculation of the weight of each path that you could take for calculate the amount of water flowing into pipes. And then you can see Battle 5 and Battle 6 fully solved first attempt. That was, to be honest, quite sad during my attempt to see every level after one another to be solved by AI like that. You cannot see bonus questions because they were not comparable among the different cases. Again, it was not an optimal prompting from my side. So every time it asked to check for the entirety of the data sets of the case or to evaluate the answers to certain levels, it failed, and it is what it is. But as you can see, it's already very, very good at solving hard levels. So for example, level 6 is almost always solved. Level 7, except particular setups, are solved. So this is quite scary in my opinion. What does it mean in terms of world ranking? Well, this is the snapshot of the current world rankings as at the 22nd of June, the date of recording of this video. You can see Andrew and I leading the competition by 1 point against Diarmuid, so it will be a close match in the remaining 3 battles. You can see that basically until position 15 you are above 4,900 points, and the top 20, top 21 players have more than 4,850 points. Well, the pure AI benchmark would have scored those number of points. Of course, this is a simplification because I'm assuming the points of the other players are not scaled by a factor of 1 in this case. So for example, AI ranking 978 points would mean that every player below that threshold would have 1 point less. But I mean, in terms of simplification, doesn't make sense to be too much precise. You can see that with that score, 4863, it would place in 21st position. When it comes to AI+Human, and again, it's probably human. With human you can consider the average person taking part into Excel competition. Those are the scores, so you can see 2 first place finishes, battle 5 and 6, and second place in battle 1, third place and second place in battle 3, third place battle 4. That will place AI in first position, so 1 point above Andrew and I, which is, in my opinion, crazy. It will be interesting to probably update this benchmark going forward with the next 3 battles to see where we are in terms of AI capabilities. Also considering that the progress of this kind of technology is really fast, so we can potentially see an improvement also in the capability of solving complex levels. Some final thoughts from my side, and basically also how I felt during this experiment. Spoiler, very bad. Not many know about my passion for flight, so I wanted to bring some comparison with other fields. So my first comparison will be with flight. Basically, without AI, in my view, is the essence of flight. So the real skills of flying, you can really feel the air, the sensation, the feelings. So I brought the benchmark of aerobatics planes, which is again flight at its best. With AI, I will compare this to airline pilots, because at the end of the story, they're manager of systems. They're in charge of the supervision of the flight. They set up the flight controls, the flight systems. They are in charge of making sure the flight from point A to point B must be done with safety first, and also according to the expected routes and KPIs to ensure that the flight is within, let's say, the economic parameters that make it sustainable to be done. But the distance you can feel with the actual flight is very high. So yes, you take off, but just right after takeoff, you switch into autopilot mode, you monitor everything, and then you disengage autopilot probably a couple of minutes before landing, and that's basically it. And the second benchmark I would use is mind games. So for example, chess or Go. You can see Magnus Carlsen here, which is the top 1 chess player. I mean, this is purely about problem solving, about the strategy, about the essence of the game, the tactics, the mechanics. And the opposite with AI will be, this is actually the real DeepMind team during the Go match against Lee Sedol, which, by the way, AI won, which are, yes, monitoring the system. So they've built this incredible complex machine to compute billions of options of moves to be done, and they're monitoring the performance of the machine, which is similar to the experience I had during this benchmark, because I mean, I could really feel the distance between the content of the case and the problem solving that comes with solving a case, and also the excitement of solving the problem, go through the case, flow through the levels, as opposed to making sure the prompts were correctly sent to AI, making sure you were getting the prompts as answers, putting the prompts results into the case workbook, making sure it was functioning properly, it was giving the correct answer, that the time was respected. So it's a completely different experience. I'm not judging anything here. This is, of course, my personal opinion, but in terms of having an Excel World Championship, it's for sure a completely different completely different thing. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. It took a significant amount of work, so make sure to like this video and share with other people. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and happy to discuss further about this topic. And yeah, that's all for today, so see you in the next video. Bye.